Okay, Niksukwa. Itamix Kanaotoni. And welcome to Iniskim, also known as the University of Lethbridge. And welcome to the Department of Indigenous Studies. My name is Inge Genee and I am the chair of the department. We think that you probably have a lot of questions about what your courses in the fall are going to look like. We're working very hard to make sure that you have a wonderful educational experience, even though we can't meet with you in person. The COVID situation is challenging, but with every challenge also comes opportunities. For instance, students who wouldn't be able to take a particular course because it wasn't offered at a suitable time for them may now be able to take that course because it's offered online in a flexible format. And those of you who don't live in Lethbridge and are not able to move to Lethbridge for family reasons or other reasons, you will save time and gas money by being able to take courses from the comfort of your own home. Nevertheless, of course, we all hope that we can meet in person on campus again soon, but as long as that's not possible, we're going to do our best to make the best of it. I'm going to talk about a few things that we think are important for everyone. In some departments, a few courses have had to be canceled because they really couldn't be offered online, but that's not the case in Indigenous Studies. So all courses in Indigenous Studies, and that includes Blackfoot and Cree courses, are going to be offered as originally scheduled. But all courses in Indigenous Studies are going to be taught remotely. We don't have permission to do any activities on campus or otherwise in person. The situation may change, but for now, you should expect that you won't need to be on campus for any of your courses in the fall. So our courses are going to be delivered in a mix of synchronous, asynchronous, and mixed models. Synchronous means that the time that you would normally be in class are set aside for in-person online activities. And if your course is like that, you do need to set aside the scheduled times for scheduled live activities. These will probably happen by Zoom, but your instructor will let you know the details of that. This kind of delivery is less flexible, of course, but it is very helpful for those of us who find it hard to organize their own time. And of course, it does promote a sense of community with your classmates and your professor because you will at least see them regularly. Asynchronous means that there are no specifically reserved time slots. This is what people usually think of when they talk about online courses. So then you don't need to be online at any specific time, but of course there are still going to be regular activities and assignments and other things due. This kind of delivery is obviously the most flexible and that might make it attractive for a lot of people. And it will be really useful for people who need a flexible schedule for family or work reasons. But it is important to realize that it requires a high degree of self-motivation and self-organization to be successful in a course like that. Mixed then means that there is a limited amount of time set aside for joint activities. So for instance, some instructors have decided to keep only 1 hour a week for joint activities, and then they'll do the rest in a flexible format. For all your courses, not just in Indigenous Studies, the online timetable is constantly being updated. And you can check which of your courses are synchronous or asynchronous or mixed. If the course is synchronous, the regular time and day slots are indicated that you would normally be in class. If the course is asynchronous, then it will say TBA under the time, and under days, there's nothing indicated. One reason for you to check this is that there may now be more courses available for you. So for instance, if there was a course that you previously couldn't take because it had a conflict with another course, then you may now be able to take both those courses if at least one of them is offered asynchronously. Many other aspects of your course are going to be affected by these changes. An important one is, of course, around assessments and exams. So all your instructors are having to come up with creative ways to assess your progress and to conduct tests, exams, quizzes, and other kinds of assignments. You can obviously not write a paper exam in a classroom or do a Moodle exam in a test center. So your instructors are going to communicate with you when they have these things figured out. But we do ask for your patience as we work with experts to decide on the best options for each individual course. In closing, the situation is challenging, but it is also full of new possibilities. We look forward to seeing you in our courses and getting to know you, even if it may not yet be live and in person. The department is planning some town hall question and answer sessions for students later in the summer. If you are currently registered in a course, or if you took a course in Indigenous Studies in the spring or in the summer, then you will automatically get an invitation for these. And you can also keep an eye on this space and on our department website. If you have any questions in the meantime, you can always feel free to email your instructor. And if you have more general questions, you can feel free to email me. I'm going to tell you my email address. It's inge.genee@uleth.ca. I will spell that for you. INGE.GENEE@ULETH.ca. And then I will either answer the question or if I can't answer the question myself, I will make sure that I direct you to the right person who can help you. Kita matsin, everyone. We will see each other soon.